My name is Joe Riley. I'm 76-year-old. My parents left Jamaica especially my dad in the late 40s. My mom come to England in 1961. We were youngsters. We were brought up by our aunt, six of us, four brothers and two sisters. Then after a period of time around 1963, parents began to send for us from Jamaica, and one by one, two by twos. There was four brothers and two sisters, six of us. I knew my parents very, very well because I was brought up by my mom, whereas the rest of the kids was brought up by my aunt. So I know my mom and dad very, very well. But they said they just want to go to England to, see what it's like there, and, if it's good, then, then they'll send for us at some stage. I was 14 at the time. Oh, I mean, it was, quite natural for us as, kids anyhow. You see, we weren't really, worried too much, We're going to seek a better, pastor. When my parents left, I was, staying with my aunt. We were brought up by her aunt anyhow. She looked after us until her mom and dad was able to send for us. When my dad came over, I said, late 40s, early 50s. My mom came over in the late 50s, early 60s, and I was around 14 years of age when my mom's left. Just before my 16th birthday, I arrived in England. Yes, I mean, like most kids, you was excited, it was sad to leave your friends and the rest of my brothers and sisters behind, but, I was glad in a way because you was coming over to join them as well, yes, No, we didn't miss them that much because we were together, yes, the six of us in one place. So, I mean, it was quite, it was very, very well. It was nice to see mom and dad again anyhow after all this time, but it was just something new. When I joined my parents here in UK, we just picked up where we left off, really. I came over in March 1963, and over a period of 2 to 3 years, all the rest of siblings arrived in UK as well. So from the time I arrived in UK, and I miss my siblings thoroughly. So you thoroughly miss your siblings really, because I said we were brought up together, and that togetherness we had that bond until they all came over. There was no difficulty adjusting. We bond very, very easily because we all grew up together. We knew one another. So, I mean, there was no problem bonding together. It was just nice, to have all the families together. Growing up with my siblings in the UK was similar to what we had in Jamaica. We had that closeness, that bondness. So it was great to have everybody. End up with, 4 girls and 1 boy. My experience of moving from one country to the other is it's no different. Brought up my children as a parents. I was brought up by my aunt, my mom, and then by my aunt, and they showed me the way how to bring up children. And then when I actually start having children of my own or kids of my own, then I was able to pass that on and bring them up in a right and proper way. As a parent, you tell them all about, country that you were brought up in, country that, you come from birth. And you just explain to them, what Jamaica is like. And hopefully one day they'll experience it themselves as well by going back to see, what Jamaica is like. Not all of them. Some has actually been back. England is my home now. Got no plans to go back there and, make it my home. I mean, it's been a long time. Things has changed, and the way things are in Jamaica now, it's not really, I'm encouraging to go back there and live, I just make England my home. The decision that my parents made by coming to England, I think, was a positive decision. Yes, they came here and they make it their home as well and provide, a home for us. That's when we came up, we can, live as well. The decision that my parents made, was a positive decision in terms of, bringing us from Jamaica to England and show us, a new way of life. As a parent, yes, I could make that decision as well for my kids. The best experience is having a family that you love and, give them everything that you can in life to help them as well. Well, to be honest with you, I haven't got any worse experience really, because when I came here, things was different back in the 60s, and there was no negative growing up and bringing up your kids then. Things have always been positive, and I've got any sort of negative experience of, living in the UK. Everything been positive.